got Gimes.
Okay, Mr. Fretz. Can someone give Mr. Fretz a poster? He's so funny.
What'd he say?
He named Lucira as well.
That's not nice. Anyway, Kawhi Rice against whose good game are you? Can I get that from the production? They're checking. But it's gonna be a Terran versus Zerg.
Hachiman, Retaro, and Grun the Destroyer. Actually, Mr. Volov actually won.
Slipko.
Oh, sweet, Slipko.
I don't know who this guy is. LOL. Just kidding.
He's good, man.
Yeah, he smashed face yesterday.
Yeah, he always does. Mr. Volov actually won the trivia thingy.
EC.
Mr. VOLOV.
Alright, so we do have Antigua Shipyard. Interesting they put Kawhi Rice as first. I don't know if I agree with putting Kawhi Rice first. No, I'm sorry. I always say that when I'm like, I know for certain I don't like when they put Kawhi Rice first. I don't like Kawhi Rice being put first. Do you know why, Cats?
Because if he loses, then they lose hope.
Oh, hope. It's like, I wouldn't put Cats first either. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I think you would be the best anchor possible.
I think you'll do a better job of an anchor, though.
Okay.
I think he's better under pressure than I am.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to stroke you. But
Well, thank you, bro.
stroke your ego, of course. That's what I was talking about.
You want to put someone strong first, though, always.
Yes,
So that
I agree.
you want a well-rounded player, and
But that's why I think Binsky is like the perfect starter.
I think Binsky is a really good starter for Light, or even Heavens,
Yeah.
or even Caliber could scare him off. Right.
Well, I like Caliber to snipe people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That I like using him as like a projectile.
Mhm.
But we'll see. Debemos ver. No, that's not right. How do you say like we shall see? A ver? Just a ver?
Ya veremos.
Huh?
It's like we will see. We will see is ya veremos.
Ya veremos.
We'll see. Yeah.
Ya veremos.
Ya veremos.
Easy. Easy. Anyway, I'm expecting fast expansions coming out of both these players. It looks like Kawhi Rice is yet again going for a gasless expansion. I don't hate it. I think, especially on Antigua Shipyard, the lanes for Hellions aren't as strong.
Yeah. Was this a starting map? I'm surprised they send Serg on Antigua to begin with.
I would actually put a Terran or a Protoss.
Yeah, just anything but a Serg on this version of Antigua.
TVP on this map is actually really good for like 2-base play. I've seen a lot of really good Protoss just sit on 2-base for a while and get their upgrades going and then go from there. Of course, we're not doing Protoss, but I'm kind of surprised that Antigua Shipyard is putting in a Zerg. And this isn't even my edited version, you know? I'm telling you, my edited version is going to be sick.
So sick.
You remember what I said? What?
No gold?
It's not going to be a gold anymore. It's going to be a regular mineral, but it's only going to have like 4 or 5 mineral patches and 1 gas. So what I'm trying to do is basically say if you want to take center control, you're going to give up in economy type of deal. So it's that rigidness. Also, I'm going to decrease the amount of minerals in there so you can't stand there for a long time. And it like punishes people. It's like right now how it works is if you take center control, you can have your cake and eat it because you can take amazing position and have an amazing economy. And I don't like that option, you know.
Well, yeah, it's a pretty good fight over the middle, but I don't know if I mean might as well remove it, but then it's a squared map. I don't know. It's harder to expand to the other sides. And the center base kind of connects and kind of connects them over in some cases. I don't know.
Well, it's still going to be there. I feel like PVZ, Zerg normally don't take that unless they're way ahead. Right? PVT, I feel like if whoever takes the gold expansion first has a huge advantage and they just snowball. and I don't like that. I like it to just be, you know, like consistent. Like you maintain your advantage, and then you use your advantage somewhere. Like you do it through utilizing like your units rather than just sitting, you know, and taking a gold expansion. So little stuff like that. That's my thought press behind it. I'm not sure if you agree or disagree.
I mean, I think it makes sense. I think, I don't know. If something like that were to happen, I would like the map to be a little bit more open than, like, you know, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, if you could separate, like, one half of the map from, how do I explain this? I'll Photoshop it to you later.
Excellent. Anyway, we have the standard Kwai Rice build that he's been doing over and over and over again. Just a regular fast expansion. Income tab is showing just, you know, this is pretty standard actually, unfortunately for Terran vs. Zerg, but it's 26 harvests to 41. I think that Slivko knows exactly what he's up against. He's seen this, I'm sure, on stream over and over and over again against all the Zergs he played against. So we'll see what he actually goes and does. Again, I am expecting a faster third than we saw against Crazy Movement. Whoa, okay, so he's going up to 4 gas. I was expecting actually an expansion before 4 gas, but what do you think, Katz?
Yeah, I was definitely, well, yeah, because he's going Roach Warren. It's a little bit weird. He might, what does he know?
He knows that, well, he saw initially that there was a barracks making what's it called? An add-on, a reactor, correct.
Alright, well now he's gonna see a lot of Marines. And this is basically a fake Marauder Hellion by Kwai Rice, I suppose. He's not even bringing the Marauder though. I guess he just made the Marauders because he saw the Roaches.
Oh, nice.
So, or the Roach Horn. So yeah, I'm not sure what Slivko's doing here. He's not even taking up yet. Kwai Rice blocking that third really nicely again. Yeah, I don't like Slivko's positioning here.
I think this is going to be like a... Nope, never mind. I don't know what Slivko's doing, man. Engineering bay again being started. Sorry?
Those 3 Roaches are going to make it so he can spread creep without having to worry about those Hellions. But his third is so delayed. His lair just started. His macro hatch just started. It's really strange. Really strange. Kwai Rice just playing his normal build, and he's gonna get everything rolling soon at very little risk. He's gonna get double upgrades, and he's gonna get a third relatively soon here.
Yep. And this is what we normally see from him. A little bit blocked with gas. He's not able to get both of them at the same time, but there he goes, finally getting it. He finishes the eBay. I think that's a mistake. He didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. It still serves as the same purpose, and look at that, like, what an amazing tell right there, Katz. He sees the Roaches and the Zerglings. It's absolutely phenomenal.
Absolutely. He knows exactly what he's going up against. He has to assume Banelings as well. Because obviously 2 medevacs would beat that army otherwise. So, yeah, I mean, let's see what he does in response. He's researching Siege Tank, and I wouldn't mind seeing another factory or or him starting pumping out some more Marauders.
Yeah, precisely. I'd love him to mix in more Marauders into his army composition.
Look, another factory. This is great.
But from here, Kwai Rice knows everything, and his opponent doesn't know nearly as much. I mean, showing that many Roaches, I don't necessarily agree with. But, you know, this is a very standard way of playing this. I mean, you're going Roach, Zergling, Baneling. I would love that third base to be a little bit sooner, but still, it's still in good time, I think. And from here on out, I think Kwai Rice will just try to take his third. Yeah, he'll just try to take his third and then mass up to maybe 160-ish and push out yet again.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the third for Slivko could have been a lot sooner. Just because he did go for this Roach build, might as well get some Roaches to, you know, move out, take a third, to clear the Hellions so you can spread creep a little bit earlier. And even do a little bit of fake push or something like that. Force out some bunkers, force out more Marauders. You know, whatever it is, he kind of just made the Roach run and didn't use it for a while. And if you're going to do a build like Slivko is doing, you need a lot of economy. It's a solid build, and he has gotten a lot of drones.
Yes.
But that third is pretty late to start mining.
Agree. Both these players are on equal amounts of bases, just about. Slicko, however, has had a lot more drones than his opponent for a long while. 76 drones to 62 SCVs. At this point, Quiet Rice is a little bit behind in economy, but this is a pretty standard continuation of what builds they actually did beforehand. Quiet Rice.
Oh,
What's up?
Slivko's taking the gold, and that could be a little bit risky. He has a lot of creep, which is nice, but I mean, it's basically gonna come down to a battle for the middle. And if Quiet Rice can take position of the middle, he's gonna win basically. And there's not much that Slivko is gonna be able to do about that. I like that he's breaking this rocks to take that base in a little bit probably. And I doubt that Quiet Rice is expecting Slivko to take the gold. He's actually scouting with Hellions everywhere else. But let's see. That Broach is never gonna die at the Watchtower.
Yep, and Quiet Rice is at that nice supply limit right now. Let's see if he actually pushes out and listens to me or not. I don't think he will actually. He'll listen to me. Just because his 2-2 is just about halfway done. I think it's a really silly time to actually be pushing out right now, if I were him. So right now he's just going to chill out. But the one thing that troubles me, Cats, is that there's been no trades. And generally when you're not trading against a Zerg, it is in Zerg's favor. They can tech the hive a lot easier. They don't have to make so many banelings. It's just all around just a better situation for them, in my opinion.
Yeah, but that's not the case when the turn takes a fast third, and just the Zerg can use a metagame, or the turn uses the metagame to do their advantage in the sense that the Zerg has to make a ton of units because there's usually a 2-base push coming.
That's true.
You know, so like they have to make units over drones and whatnot. And right now, if you look at the supplies even, Quiet Rice just by expanding really fast and just getting good upgrades, he's ahead. And this is a really, really common strategy on this map to take really fast 3 bases this turn. And with 3 over commands, you know, like Quiet Rice is in a great position right now.
You see that continuously. Now both of these players are maxed. Greater Spire is on the way out. I'm sure he wants to get the Greater Spire out before he actually pushes in. And hopefully some Corruptors. I just don't know how he's going to be able to do this. I mean,
Slivko really needs to start dropping a ton of spines. And Kawhi really needs to scan and start moving forward with his army.
Gotcha. Well, he's doing exactly that with little pockets, just trying to clear out as much creep spread as possible. But in this situation, I mean, look at how many units. Oh my god, big drop is going to be picked off on the right-hand side. A lot of Marine Marauders. That's just about 20 supply that's been taken out. You can see that. 178 supply right now. And oh my god, here's the big push. Siege tanks were caught out. Is it going to be enough, though?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's just...
that's really good for Quiet Rice. He really needs to reinforce. He always falls into the same trap, though. If you can talk to him... Oh, actually, he's added a few more barracks and factory than he had last game.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I always feel like he doesn't have enough production. Like, his macro is still really good, but...
And oh my god,
use a few more production buildings.
Slivko, he actually overmade units and left no room to make any Broodlord. So he has all these Corruptors out. Units tab is showing 9 Corruptors. There they finally go. He's doing the Spore Crawler trick.
Yep. Normally you do it with spines because spores finish up a lot faster. But Slivko must be really sick. He's gonna be able to cancel all of those.
That was amazing to look at.
Yep.
218 supply out of 200. Hacker.
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 Hacker. And transferring a lot of drones to his 4th as well. And now Slivko's gonna try to retake control of the middle. And in Quiet Rice's time has kind of vanishing. I mean, he had a huge timing before Slivko got those Broodlords out. Now all of these tanks are gonna pretty much work against him.
I agree. Quiet Rice is down to somewhere around 178 supply. He's not actually remaxing. He's getting a lot of Ghosts and Vikings at this point. And he's just going to completely get out of that center. Of course, he has to at this point. If he just collapses back, denies this third, he'll be in a good position. But this third, will it be actually killed? In time, 200, 160, 130. No, it won't. 2 medevacs will fly away for now, but Slivko, we'll see what he does. This is the more important thing. What he does with the Marauders. Oh, I'm sorry, there's a drop on the left-hand side. Drones are getting picked off. As we speak, there's no continuation to it. Actually, 8 Marines on the right-hand side. And this medevac is just going to go down to the bottom left-hand corner. Meantime, those 8 Marines, they have a mission, man. They're taking out that one expansion.
They are full shizzle. And Kawaii Race is going to be able to spot the other expansion. I hope, yeah, do the smart thing. Despite spotting the new expansion being built, he's going to go for the safe one. And the one that's going to deny mining first. Now he can go back to the other hatch, but what's happening in the middles?
Meanwhile, there is the big Broodlord push in the center of the map, but multi-drops all over the place. Banelings are going to splatter across. Looks like Marauders mostly. One Baneling, not going to actually detonate on anything. The 8 Marines do get cleaned up. Actually, only 4 of them get cleaned up. In the meantime, those drones are dying at this point, and the top right expansion is being taken out. Meanwhile, Kawaii Rice just taking an amazing army composition. Look at the ghosts. Right now, 6 ghosts out in the field, 8 Vikings. He has the perfect counter to this army composition. Kawaii Rice looking great in this game number 1 against Rox.Kis.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of Slivko kind of let his time pass again, just like Kawaii did before. And he's giving Kawaii Rays a way back into the game. Slivko could have just pushed and probably killed Kawaii Rays. But, I mean, now it's going to be a longer game, and it's going to be a really tense game, because Slivko is going for an invincible Zerg army. And Kawaii Rays is going for a really nice death bowl. I feel like he has too many tanks, though, and that may not work for him. But he's doing a great job of using the mobility of Riblords and just attacking everywhere as well.
Yeah, this is a very imposing army for sure. There's a total of 11 Broodlords out in the field. I think it's 11. Let me go ahead and check. Yeah, 11. 17 Corruptors, 5 Infestors. Basically negates a lot of this tech. The 8 Vikings, the only 8 Vikings, or 12 Vikings rather, that Kawaii Rice has. They're somewhere in the back, I'm sure. They're not going to be nearly as powerful. Let's look at upgrades on air. 0-0. Ground is, of course, 3-3 for Kawaii Rice. Meantime, it's 0-0 for air.
It's super.
And 2-2.
I'm sorry.
It's
it's super hard for Terran to trade efficiently against this sort of Zerg army. Yeah. Kawaii Rice, again, needs a ton of production facilities for after this. But the Vikings getting off a lot of shots before anything gets there, really. Before any
ghosts, man.
or Corruptors.
Holy crap.
Oh, wow, the Banelings just run past the Ghosts. Very nice funnel on the Ghost there. But, yeah, wow. This is definitely not how Slivko planned it. I mean, he won the fight, but ever so barely. He doesn't really have much more money to remax it, if anything.
Yeah.
So he has 78 links in production, and this is all or nothing pretty much for Slivko right now. Oh wow, that hatchery actually at the top right barely didn't die for Slivko, but oh wow, why is that not a PF in the middle? Like why? That's
really weird, right?
Yeah.
And Kawaii Rice is basically only on 1 base, so Slivko is actually in a pretty decent position. He's making more.
Yeah, look,
more Broodlords.
Like the problem is, do you see that? Like Kawaii Rice just finished fatting production facilities. You want to add those production facilities before the fight happens.
Correct.
So right now, like, he could just run in and pick up those Broodlords, because all the money that he's gonna be spending right now, he would have already spent. Of course, this is all nearly impossible to do. But yeah.
Nice little pick off on the Broodlord, and
very nice.
Very slowly, Kawaii Rice will retake that gold expansion. He desperately needs it. In the meantime, it looks like there's no continued aggression. It's kind of surprising. Slivko doesn't have a lot of income. 900, 800, just about for 80 harvesters that he has. That's absolutely insane. I have no clue where all of his harvesters are. There. Big transfer here, but still.
I'm really surprised Kawaii didn't just load up a medevac during all this and killed one of Slivko's base.
Oh boy. He's waiting for Cloak. He gonna nuke the top right. Yep. Yum. So we will have nukes. You can see nukes are... Cats? Oh, Cats is dead. He lost internet. Anyway, I guess we'll be casting this now. Cat's internet just went out. Get him out of the game. As I was saying, I mean, Rice is in a really tough situation. He needs to retake that center control. That's probably the most important thing in this game. If he retakes center control, then he has a possibility of keeping up. But losing center control before at that last engagement, I mean, really too much supply was put into the siege tanks. He needed to start trading way beforehand. As Kat said, you want to go ahead and trade and start, you know, forcing a bad composition on your opponents, because when they're going those Broodlords, they can't really mass in infestors. So if you can remove all the infestors from the field with good trades, with your siege tanks, things like that, you'll be in a much better position. We go ahead and drop Call Cats, Lo Siento Amigo, and we're gonna go from here. So let's go ahead and see. Right now, it's a huge amount of units. Broodlords. 7 Broodlords, but this cloak is going to be so amazing. If you get these banelings, that'll be even juicier. Here we go. Ah! Got it. Almost. Now let's see the reaction. Oh, he knows it. He knows it. Headshot. Command center in the bottom left-hand corner is going to be denied. Good job by Slivko, excuse me. I always want to say Slipknot. No, I wasn't a huge fan. But now Rice has a pretty decent army composition. A little too tank heavy still, in my opinion. But still looking good. Broodlings obviously do a ton of friendly fire damage. Ooh, a couple of trades. He needs to be very careful not to lose these Vikings. Very easy to lose those. Of course, one fungal, and then the corruptors will just jump up. Forces the engagement in a place where he doesn't want to be engaging. Broodlord's going to be pushing forward. Is going to be enough. Nice snipes going off. Can he get the EMPs? No, he doesn't actually hit the infestors. But you hear all of those snipes. Pew, pew, pew. The tanks are going to go down very fast. Now he's going to push forward with the Marines. Oh, the banelings might connect. Yes, they will. Rice in a lot of trouble. Only 4 Broodlords left, though. And look at that. He's going to use his remaining ghosts to try to snipe and do as much damage as possible. Does Rice have any means of getting an army again? Looks like his supply, or his economy is just dwindling like crazy. Additional mules on the bottom left-hand corner. For Slivko. Oh, actually, Slivko is only mining from one base as well. Oh, no, he has the gold. Take it back. Take it back. One command center is going down right now. So Slivko is looking in great position to take this game. Just denying Rice all over the place. Now finally the bottom left-hand corner is going to be denied. Rice only at 107 supply, 161 to Slivko. And this is not looking good. Just the power of these Broodlords. The exchanges always help Slivko, and he's always maintaining a good lead with his economy, making sure that he only attacks while he has some sort of massive economy behind that. And that's probably one of the most important things that you can do. I see so many Zergs, especially off of 3 base, just go Broodlords and not expand behind that and not get an economy situated. And that's where you can really go wrong. And I think Rice knows how scary this is. He needs to get like the most amazing nuke ever. If he wants to win this. Use the nuke. Oh, God. Okay, so Rice is going to GG. That's going to be it. And Slivko is going to take it 1-0, putting Rox.Kis up in this clan war. So, you know, really exciting first game. Obviously, Rice finally falling in his Terran versus Zerg. It looked really good, but Slivko just all around, I felt like he played such a better game, especially with how he utilized his army. He knew exactly what to do, when to give up center control. There's a period when you're transitioning from regular Zergling, you know, Baneling, Roach, Infestor into Broodlords. And that's the critical stage where you really cannot contest center control. You need to have a good exchange, which he had an okay exchange. It wasn't amazing. But that's where you definitely need to take advantage of your opponent when you're Terran and utilize that map control. And Rice did it to an extent, took out the 4th every single time, but that Broodlord transition just thwapped him in the face. That's an old Batman reference, thwap or thwack or Krisha or whatever they say. But you know what? all in all, both players played a really good game. I think Quiet Rice critically didn't take advantage of his timing, and the timing I'm talking about is, of course, that transition period. He needed to take out or do a lot more damage, get those trades in so that the Infestors, it's either he's going to remake Infestors or he's not going to have, remake Infestors, not have as many Broodlords, or go super heavy Broodlords and then empowers your Marines. Those are the two ways. But not trading there, he's very siege tank heavy. It's just a big disaster. So Slipco, again, really, really nice job, and it puts their team up 1-0. We're going to go into a break, hopefully get back Cats, but don't go away. We'll be back with more action. Stay tuned.